Hey, what's up guys? It's Jared from Esport Update, and in today's video we will be going over how version 1 were able to completely dismantle the Sentinels defense on Ascent. Now what's important to note going into this matchup is that version 1 has actually not really played Ascent all that well. If we take a look at their past two matches in the VCT, they played FaZe Clan and lost 13-9, and then they were completely destroyed by Envy 13-4. So going into this matchup, the Sentinels are not expecting version 1 to actually pick Ascent. That's why their anti-stratting for this matchup works so well against the Sentinels. Now to better understand how version 1 were able to counter the Sentinels so well, it's important to take a look at the Sentinels' previous demos. If you take a look at the Sentinels matchup against Immortals in the lower bracket round 2, you'll see that they're running the identical team comp that they used against version 1. In the beginning of the round, Zombs is putting a one-way smoke up A main and immediately taking forward position to take map presence. Now, while Zombs does die in this scenario, it's important to note that Zombs actually should have never lost this gunfight. He had the advantage on the one-way smoke. He did see the person's feet first, but he just missed the shot. This puts in the minds of Immortals for later on in the game that they're going to have to be aware of A main control for the rest of the rifle rounds. As you can see, Rossi has already successfully cleared out A main, but he's entirely unsure whether or not Zombs is still in that corner. So he strafes A main back and forth uneasily, expecting Zombs to possibly peek before he picks up the orb. This works towards stalling Immortals' initial attack. Immortals never finds an answer to counter Zombs as he continuously stalls them out at the beginning of each round. This is where it was apparent that Vanity did a lot of homework leading into this match. As version 1 sets up for their first default at A, you'll see that Vanity sets up a gravity well at the corner of A main and prevents Zombs from peeking for information. This is something that Immortals failed to do time and time again, and it completely cripples the Sentinels' game plan for early round. This causes the Sentinels to go into a panic, and Shazam is forced to immediately use his ultimate towards A to see if there's an impending attack. With Shazam not getting enough information off his ult, he's forced to go ahead and use his drone to scout out mid. As this goes on, version 1 starts inching their way towards A main, and they sit inside the smoke waiting for the attack. Zelsis uses his run it back and immediately pushes through garden. With Sentinels having lack of information, they're forced to play back and play retake. And version 1 combines their ultimates and just completely runs over the Sentinels. Not only do they burn Shazam's ultimate, but they also burn the Jet ultimate in the process. If you took a look at the match leading up to the 8th round, you'll see that version 1, when they decide to go B, did not default anyone towards A. This made Sentinels believe that when version 1 were going A, they immediately showed presence at A, and when they were going B, they completely ignored it. This type of false confidence is exactly what lured the Sentinels into falling for this fake. On the 7th round of the game, and arguably the most important round of the entire half, Vanity tells his team once again to not show any A presence, and instead decides to put up his Cosmic Divide. In the process, he allows Zombs to get early information on A main by not contesting it, in which he relays to his team that A is clear. Due to the fact that the Sova Dart was sent into B's site in the beginning of the round, and the Cosmic Divide works to cut off both sites, the Sentinels only have one choice, and that's to send Sick into mid to go on a fact-finding mission. While he does find out that mid is completely left open, he gets himself stuck into a corner and he gets killed. At this time, Sick's calling for help, and Zom thinks about going towards mid to help his teammate out, and the timing works out that the second he goes to check towards Cat, version 1 just waltzed their way right into A's site. In the process, shooting Zombs in the back and earning themselves the most important gun round in the match. By the time the Sentinels realize it's a fake and they send all their players back to A, Zelsis is still hiding out in the back lines, and they really don't have a way to get themselves back into the round. And in the process of attempting a retake, everybody on the team dies but Dapper. That round affected the Sentinels' economy for the rest of the half, and they were never able to find their footing, which meant that version 1 were able to take a 10-2 lead on their attacker side. This is coming from a team that couldn't get more than 2 rounds put together on their attacker side against Envy. Well, that's it for today's strat breakdown. If you guys like this type of content, please give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. Anytime you guys like one of my videos, it tells the YouTube algorithm that my video is really not that bad and that maybe other people would like it as well. As usual, my name's Jared, and I'll see you guys next time.